So the men were having a discussion here in the lounge today, and we was talking about the difficulties of being a man entering a blended family. It's one of the most difficult things to accomplish. The reason why it's difficult is because this man, as many men and as any man should, and any woman as well, you should establish what the relationship will look like. How will the relationship flow when there are children involved that are not your biological children? In his situation, when he began the relationship, there was a 16-year-old male involved. He established, as far as the plan, they established that when this male becomes of age, that he will begin to take on financial responsibilities in the house, because it is impertinent for a man to learn how to take on financial responsibilities. It's very important that a young lady does as well. But for a man, we know that, as Chris Rock said, only women and children are loved unconditionally. A man is loved based on what he can provide. So if a young man doesn't grow up and is taught how to do this, doesn't have the experiences of this, if he's at home and he's babied by his mom, it's not only a problem for the relationship of the husband and wife, but it becomes a problem for the young man, because that's going to be the husband of some young lady at some point. And yet he won't know how to handle his financial responsibilities. Well, in every relationship, those things should be established. But it is impertinent. It is the man's duty to ensure that those situations, when they arise, are executed. You will get pushback. I can't put my baby out on the street. What is he going to do? He has a child. He has a job. He has this. He has whatever. Ladies, if you don't put this young man feet to the fire, he will never grow into the man that you yourself would want for the man inside your own house. And always remember, when you marry someone, this is the only person in your life who pledges to be with you your entire life. Your children will grow up, they will leave you, they will have their own lifestyle, they will have their own families, and they will be dedicated to those families. Yes, there's always your child, but your husband, your wife are the only people who says, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. When we old and sitting on a rocking chair together, we're supposed to be together. Your children will go off and live their life. I understand that's your baby. My girls are my girls. My son is my son. But I have to ensure that they are good girls, that they will be a good wife for someone, that my son will be a good husband for someone. And it's not always easy, and it's not always pretty. The same standard you would have for your own child, you got to have for someone else's child, because you're raising someone else's husband, someone else's wife. And ladies, you got to get on board. You have to.